It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington football team. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is...
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
For the first time with Saquon Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 12, operating from the 39. Murray going to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Tackle made.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Rivers now from the 50. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
A first down carry for Barkley. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20 because, to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Running to start the drive is Love. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Hassan Reddick.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. From the 17, Rivers got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 30-yard.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Love. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken
calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Focusing on me, from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle package, they're like
Black 11! Left! Check. Pick the edge. Go. Left! Hey, I'm gonna go load it!
They'll run with Love, and he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Black 15! Jim! Hey, Delta! Tight go! He's coming! Double up! Cluster! Slam!
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Ndamukong Suh. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? Yours.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Saquon Barkley. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. Now they've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 7, Washington 0.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Get changed, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Hey, check, Mike 20. Go orange. Orange. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check. Hey, check, Mike 21. Check, Mike 21. He's tired of me.
Here's Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40-yard
line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. This is Barkley. Barkley, a first down and more. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Prater on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 14. Washington, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Load it. Load it. I don't think you got it, son. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Go, go, go. Hey, check Mike 20. I'm going to go load it. Load it. Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Go.
On 3rd down, Rivers slings this deep from McLaurin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well.
And he's into the clear. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing, because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Rivers pass.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Washington on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At their own
second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharper?
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Matt Judon. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
The 6-yard line.
180. Shit. Hey, look, 3. Keep it skinny. Under 10. Q. It's a safety creep. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Here's Love. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They turn to Love on the handoff. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, as the first half is winding down. And Washington able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Washington 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Walker. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Rivers to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Love. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Shotgun handoff now for Love. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
There's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. 12. Hey, Delta!
Rivers looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike. Hey, Delta! Check the backer. Mike, 89!
Rivers now. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Paul Richardson.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21. Coming this way, here we go.
Throwing again. Rivers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
You got 3 down. Mike 10, load it. Mike 10, load it.
Rivers again. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Peyton Barber, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
He's brought down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Saquon Barkley on the handoff. The tackle made by Monte Nicholson. It's a gain of 2 yards.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
The ball carrier.
A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 49 yards.
On the play. And a Cardinal 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Barkley. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down now. Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing now is Murray. Going to throw right side here, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th
down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity.
He's checking. Cracks. Watch the eye. Alert 3.
They'll start the drive with Love here. And he'll be taking yardage back at the 9-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Staying on the ground, it's Love. He's going to have the first down past the 20 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, here's Love. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
On the carry, it's Love. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
on third down. It's Love. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. Washington. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Easy.
This is Love. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Love. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Dustin Hopkins for the Washington field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
16 yards. First down, Cardinals.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Murray to throw. Looking deep downfield. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella with 2 ticks remaining. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Washington 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.